You have a picture behind you.
Yes.
Of a man, and
Yes.
I would like you to tell us the story that you told us earlier.
Yes. On your left, on here over there is my former identification card of a meeting which took place in Venice, on a Venice island in the Venetian lagoon in June 2006. The title was Media Between Citizens and Power. I was correspondent for Gruppo Editoriale Olimpia, who published several magazines. Two of them are Tecnologia e Difesa, Technology and Defense, and another one is UFO Notiziario, for which I wrote several articles until 2006. For these two magazines, Tecnologia e Difesa, Technology and Defense, and UFO Notiziario, I was correspondent in those days. So, I participated to the press conference held by Mikhail Sergeyevich Gorbachev in June 2006. And I was so lucky that I found a little space to make questions to the former president of the Soviet Union. And when I took the microphone, I made these pictures. This is a detail of several pictures that I have taken in that day. And when I took the microphone, I stood up, and in front of everybody there were maybe 40, 50 journalists, Italian journalists, even some TVs, and I asked him about his conversation with Ronald Reagan in Geneva in 1985. My question was overall about the outstanding declaration made by Paul Elie, former Minister of Defense of Canada. Anyway, I was talking about Ronald Reagan and his mentions to a possible alien threat, a possible alien planet, because Ronald Reagan made several statements, I think there are 5, about a possible threat to the humanity, to the mankind from an alien planet. And during my little speech, Gorbachev interrupted me. Yes, I know. Even Ronald Reagan talked about me, about this stuff with me. So I said to Gorbachev, yes, I know, in Geneva in 1985. At that time it was the first meeting, the first summit between Gorbachev and Ronald Reagan. And then later on I continued and I asked him, and you talked about a possible alien threat, an extraterrestrial invasion. I didn't use these terms, but anyway, I pointed out that even him talked about a possible extraterrestrial threat. And I asked him, is it true? Is it correct? And he didn't answer. He said, I don't remember. I don't remember. According to me, it means it's better if we change discussion. But anyway, he was a gentleman. Why? Because he didn't deny. He didn't deny, and in spite of when I asked him a comment about the declaration made by Paul Elie, the former Minister of Defense in Canada, and the former Minister, Paul Elie, said that George Bush and his administration is preparing an intergalactic war, which, sounds ridiculous, but if this statement is made by a former politician leader of an important country, doesn't sound ridiculous, according to me. Anyway, at the end, he answered to me about the possible threat of the NEOs, the near-Earth objects, and about the Paul Elie declaration, said something like this: yeah, we are in the range of hypotheses, which is, it is an honest point of view, but, which shows it's better, or he is not interested, or he wants to change the subject. But the most important thing is that later on, in October 2006, if I remember, he was hosted by a television program. And that occasion, in front of the Italian public, on TV, in front of the journalist, because of the journalist, Fabio Fazio, at that time, asking something about UFOs. And his conversation with Reagan, he remembered, those days, and he told, a little bit more about the meeting with Ronald Reagan and what Ronald Reagan said to him about a possible threat. At that time, there was the Cold War, and the Soviet Union and the United States of America could not find, anything that can stop the Cold War. Gorbachev said in front of the Italian public on TV, that time we were in the garden of the villa in Geneva in November 1985, and we were discussing a lot, and during private conversation we were walking. At a certain point Ronald Reagan stopped and said, "Listen to me, Gorbachev, but if now, suddenly, from the space, there was an attack from somewhere, can we put our forces together? Can we stay together?" And Gorbachev said, "I don't know what you think, but yes, I think we can do it." They are not the exact words that he said, but this is the meaning. What does it mean? It means that in the middle, of difficult times, there was the Cold War, there was the Iron Curtain. Ronald Reagan and Gorbachev, in an official meeting, they talked about a possible alien threat to the humankind, to the mankind, to the humanity. And Gorbachev didn't deny